Oh, if it isn't my most challenging student. So good of you to grace the classroom with your presence. If you're interested in advancing your magical studies beyond your current capacities, you would do well to pay attention here. Today's lesson is about the mythic beast known as Orthrus, a two-headed dog that is brother to Cerberus, a three-headed dog. Both were birthed by the monstrous creature known as Typhon. Your next spell is to learn to summon that mighty beast. This is no minor task, and to ready yourself for it, you must accomplish several difficult labors to demonstrate your worthiness. First, though, you must learn more about Orthrus. Your homework assignment is to prepare a report about the creature. As always, research is your ally. Ask the librarian, Harold Argleston, to aid you. To the library, then, and come back here when you've got the book.
Hello there, young wizard. It's always good to see even our more advanced students paying more attention to the fundamental of education, reading. How can I help you? A book about two-headed Orthrus, brother to Cerberus. That'll be a challenge indeed. You see, all of the bestiaries dealing with multi-headed creatures are part of a rotating interlibrary program. I'm afraid that the book you seek is likely one of those to have made its way to Crocotopia's library. Speak to Zane there, and he should be able to assist you in getting the book you need.
A volume about Orthrus, the two-headed brother to Cerberus? Indeed, such a volume is familiar to me. But alas, I have bad news for you. That volume was one of a rotating selection recently sent along to the Royal Museum in Marylebone. Speak to Clancy Pembroke at the museum. He should be able to get the volume to you. My sincerest apologies for the inconvenience.
You've come a long way from Wizard City, young wizard. How can I help you today? You're looking for a book about two-headed dogs? What an amazing coincidence! I just packed up those books a few hours ago and sent them back to the library in Wizard City. Normally, I'd have needed to take them and mail them myself. But since you helped out at the Marylebone post office, they were picked up and sent almost immediately. So you've come all this way for nothing, I'm afraid. At least you didn't have to go to Mushu, eh? Check back at the Wizard City Library for your book. That rascal Argleston should have it by now.
Hello there. You're just the wizard I wanted to see. I'm embarrassed to note that the book you wanted just arrived. I've got it right here. I set it aside for you, in case Drake sent any more students after it.
You accept the book from Harold Argleston. The title is Mulder's Cryptozoological Survey of Multi-Headed Canines and Their Influence in Folklore, Myth, and Popular Culture. Up through Ott. How many of these multi-headed dogs are there anyway?
Well, it certainly took you long enough. You can use that desk over there to prepare your report.
You crack the book and get to work. After a long time reading and writing, you've completed the report. After so much adventure, it feels a little strange to actually be doing homework.
What is it now?
Professor Drake seems almost annoyed that you've completed your report. He gives it a brief glance and sets it on his desk.
This will do. The content was acceptable, but your penmanship is appalling. Now that you've demonstrated you know what Orthrus is, it's time for the real work to begin. Since you're no doubt an expert on Orthrus now, you might be able to guess what the next obstacle is. Young wizard. A young wizard? Nothing? I wonder if you even read your own report. If you're going to be summoning two-headed Orthrus, you're going to need to get the dog's collars, and that, I'm afraid, will not be easily accomplished. It's rumored that the last such collars were lost in Dragonspire. It's up to you to venture into Dragonspire and find a suitable pair of collars for Orthrus if you plan on summoning him. My recommendation would be to start at the Athenaeum to determine where such collars might be found. Talk to Milos Bookworm. He should be able to assist you.
Why, hello there, young wizard. By the great dragon's shiniest scale, this place never seemed as busy as when it lies in ruins. I hope I can help you, but I warn you that things are in a bit of a shambles. A twin collar for a demon dog? Obviously, there's nothing like that here in the Athenaeum. However, you're in luck, or at least something close to lucky. Ranulph Moonclaw, a collector of rare beasts, had a few two-headed pets over the years. I suspect that Ranulph and his menagerie met their end in his tower, though this ghost-haunted place might make the search a perilous one. So that is all the advice I can give you. Go to the tower of Ranulph Moonclaw and see if a suitable collar for your two-headed demon dog Orthrus can be found therein. You can find Moonclaw's tower in the labyrinth. It's so difficult to...
Let me see what manner of collar you've retrieved. Very well, I suppose this will have to suffice. Now that you have enough knowledge of Orthrus to summon him, and you've got a collar to control him when he arrives, you're only missing the final piece of the equation. I don't suppose you know, do you? Do you? Very well then, apparently you still need me to explain everything to you. You need something to lure that two-headed dog to you. What do dogs like? That's right, bones. Don't worry though, this can be dealt with easily enough. You simply need to speak with Dworgen in Nightside and see if he can find you a suitable bone.
Professor Drake sent you to speak with me? He doesn't think I'm to blame for what happened to his brother, does he? Oh, you want a bone of some sort? A mythical bone to summon a mythical two-headed dog? You speak of Orthrus, I presume. I've just the thing for you.
Dworgen rummages around for a moment, then hands you a small paper-wrapped package.
That's the bone from a two-headed cat, the natural enemy of a two-headed dog. Orthrus will come from anywhere in the spiral to get one of these.
The bone from a two-headed cat? How interesting. I was expecting something different, but it seems that one must make do with whatever inadequacies one is presented with. Now that you've got the knowledge of Orthrus, a suitable twin collar for the beast, and a bone to entice it, you are as ready as you can possibly be. There is little more I can do for you in this matter, save for telling you where to best summon the beast. Though his brother Cerberus was a watchdog of the dead, Orthrus was a herd dog, utilized by the Titans to herd their sacred cattle. As such, there is no better place to summon Orthrus than Mushu. Go then to the ancient burial grounds in Mushu and seek out the proper place to summon two-headed Orthrus. You should seek an entrance to the underground, perhaps guided by a samurai spirit.
This looks like as good a place as any. You pull out the bone and keep the collars behind your back. You don't know what to say, so you call out, "Here, doggy," and whistle. You hold out the bone from the two-headed cat, and Orthrus seems pleased. It wags its tail. You scratch it behind its ears and slip the collar onto each neck. Good doggy. Now you sense that Orthrus will come whenever it is called.
I see from your demeanor that you've accomplished the impossible. Again. It pains me to say it, but you've become quite the example to the other students. Do not squander my goodwill. This spell should allow you to summon Orthrus to battle whenever you are threatened.
I am Baldur Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I've just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares in. I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
Hey there, young wizard. How's it going for you so far?
You explain that Baldur Goldpaws asked you to help set up trade relations between Grizzleheim and Wizard City.
That's great. Old Zeke's always happy to do business with the bears. Tell Baldur I'll trade with him.
Hello there, young student. Welcome to the library. Can I help you find any book or card in particular?
You tell Mr. Argleston about the trade agreement Baldur is trying to set up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would be happy to trade treasure cards with Grizzleheim. I wonder if we can set up a library exchange program.
Welcome to my shop, young wizard. Can I interest you in some furniture for your dorm room?
You tell Mr. Quickhammer about the flying boat with the trader from Grizzleheim.
That's great. I offer a selection of furnishings from across the spiral. Adding imports from Grizzleheim will certainly be good for my business.
Did you get agreement from the 3 merchants? Good! You have brought 2 worlds closer together. You have my thanks. I would like to reward you for your help getting your merchants to agree to trade with my world. Would you like to take a quick trip with me to visit Grizzleheim, my home? It will not take long now that I know the way. You can greet some tradesmen from Grizzleheim and see if they will trade with Wizard City. In Grizzleheim, speak to Thrain Stormfriend, Vider Silverthread, and Dane Goldright. Let them know I sent you with word of new trade partners.
You look like you could use a new rune-carved ring. I have just the one in stock.
Before he tries to sell you something, you explain about the trade agreement.
That sounds like a great idea. Sign me up. You should head back to tell Balder that we're willing to trade.
You there. Can I interest you in a new robe? This is a cold land, and you should try to stay warm. What size are you?
You explain that you're not robe shopping. You're here to set up trade with Wizard City.
Trade with Wizard City? I can certainly do that. I will have to get some smaller sizes in stock, though.
Welcome, young outsider. Where are you from, and what can I do for you?
You explain that you're from Wizard City, and that you're here to set up trade with Grizzleheim.
Sounds good to me. I'll trade with anyone with gold in their pocket.
They are in agreement, then. Good news! We have done well this day. Ready yourself. I will take you home now. It was a pleasure working together. I wish you well in your future journeys. You may be unable to return to Grizzleheim right away, but when you do return, your visit will be marked by kind words and open hearts.
You must be at least 20th level to return to Grizzleheim.
Your arrival is well timed. I must ask for your assistance once more. As you know, there are many worlds in the spiral. Wizard City is one, and you likely know of others. One of these worlds is Grizzleheim, a cold and wintry place peopled with fierce warriors. The Grizzleheim world tree was once linked to the rest of the spiral, but the contact was lost. We thought it was destroyed. Bartleby now informs me that the portal to Grizzleheim is now active and travel there is possible. Oh, fortuitous news indeed. We have great need of friends in this dark time. Go to Grizzleheim and make allies of the fierce warriors dwelling there. You should speak to their king.
Ho there, Outlander. What brings you to Grizzleheim?
You explain that you've been sent to speak with the king of Grizzleheim.
You want to speak with our king? Not today, little wizard. Our king doesn't just speak with any young cub who asks. No offense intended, but only the most worthy of warriors can speak with the king of Grizzleheim. I'm Bjorn Ironclaws, a famous hero of my people. If you make a name for yourself, I will speak for you and see that you get to meet our king. No one here trusts an outsider. All great warriors of Grizzleheim have a band of allies to trust and rely on. If you want to see our king, you should become a member of my band. My men will show you our ways, so you're no outsider. Go and speak to my sword brother Hagen Shieldbreaker in our camp by the river. Tell him I sent you.
What brings you to the camp of Bjorn Ironclaws? Bjorn sent you? He wants us to teach you our ways and see if you're worthy of joining our band? Fair enough. Let us start then. If you wish to learn our ways and join this band, you must learn to be fearless at all times. Fear profits you nothing. Your destiny was woven long ago, and nothing you do can escape fate. It is best to meet challenges with courage in your heart and a blade in your hand. I do not know if you are cowardly or courageous. Only you know which. Go to our old burial ground and defeat 3 troubled warriors. Return then and tell me what was in your heart. We heard the troubled warrior's howls from here. Were you fearful, or were you fierce? Speak the truth, or I will know if you do not. Good then. That's what I like to hear. Stay courageous. Luck may save you sometimes, but only if your courage holds. A hero is nothing without his reputation, and a great part of that reputation comes from the deeds of his father. You're an outsider, though, and no one knows who your father was. So we must get a great hero to speak highly of you, as if you were his own child. Go back into the burial ground, to the mound of Ingvar Sharptooth. Convince him that you're a worthy heir to his reputation.
What manner of being are you to confront me so openly? You would like me to speak well of you? That you can share in my reputation? I will not give my regard so lightly. Prove your worth in battle! I'm impressed, young cub. You've proven you've got mettle. You faced me without fear and defeated me with great skill. You can tell any who ask that I am as proud of you as if you were my own child.
So, did you win words of praise from Ingvar Sharptooth? Excellent! Are you certain you aren't from here? You are taking to our ways as if born to them. Now, it is one thing to defeat spirits, but it is what a hero does among the living that echoes through eternity. Not far from here is a camp of split-hoof barbarians. When they grow daring enough, they harass and steal from the honest folk of Grizzleheim. Go there and give those split-hoof barbarians a lesson in manners. That should earn you the favor of the townsfolk and help your heroic reputation. Defeating one of them should be enough to show them their troublesome ways are at an end. I'm sure that one will think twice before he troubles the town again. You're well on your way to becoming a hero. We've been ordered by Bjorn to stay in this camp, but there's something you can do for us. Bjorn told us he was sending Einar Thunderhammer, a blacksmith, to our camp to tend our weapons and armor. He's late, probably captured by the barbarians. Why not stroll over to the Splithoof camp and see if you can find him? If he's locked up, you'll have to find a key to free him. Just defeat Splithoof Rangers until you find the one with the key.